midbrain and hindbrain. In this topic we learn about the midbrain or mesencephalon and the hindbrain or rhombencephalon. Midbrain or mesencephalon. The midbrain consists of corpora quadrigemina. The corpora quadrigemina are two pairs of lobes which form the dorsal side of the midbrain. The corpora quadrigemina are arranged in pairs, the two upper superior colliculi and two lower inferior colliculi. The superior colliculi is larger than the inferior colliculi. Thus, the corpora quadrigemina has 4 lobes in all. This part of the brain controls vision and auditory stimuli. The cerebral peduncles or crus cerebri are 2 thick bands of longitudinal nerve fibers found on the floor of the midbrain and form a link between the forebrain and the hindbrain. Hindbrain or rhombencephalon. The hindbrain has 3 parts: the cerebellum, pons varolii, and medulla oblongata. Cerebellum. Found wedged between the cerebral hemispheres and the brainstem, is the second largest part of the brain called cerebellum. The cerebellum is partially divided into 3 lobes. A. Cerebellar hemispheres, which form the 2 lateral lobes. B. Vermis, which is a small median lobe between the 2 hemispheres. The peripheral part of cerebellum, called cerebellar cortex, is made of grey matter, and the central part, called cerebellar medulla, is made of white matter. The cerebellum coordinates all voluntary movements of the body and also maintains the equilibrium and the posture. Pons varolii. It is a thick band of transverse nerve fibers found above the medulla oblongata. The pons form a bridge between medulla and the cerebrum. Its nerve fibers connect the 2 cerebellar hemispheres, thereby coordinating muscle movement on 2 sides of the body. Medulla oblongata. It is the posterior part of the brain found beneath the pons. It has a cavity called 4th ventricle or myelocele, which joins to the central canal of spinal cord. The roof of medulla is thin, folded, and without any nerves. It has 3 openings, a pair of lateral apertures called foramina of Lashka, and a median aperture called foramen of Magendie. These openings allow the cerebrospinal fluid to pass into spaces around the brain. The medulla oblongata controls all involuntary functions of the body. Summary. The midbrain consists of corpora quadrigemina. The corpora quadrigemina are arranged in pairs, the two upper superior colliculi and two lower inferior colliculi. This part of the brain controls vision and auditory stimuli. The hindbrain has three parts: the cerebellum, pons varolii, and medulla oblongata. The cerebellum coordinates all voluntary movements of the body and also maintains the equilibrium and the posture. The pons form a bridge between medulla and the cerebrum. Its nerve fibers connect the two cerebellar hemispheres, thereby coordinating muscle movement on two sides of the body. The medulla oblongata controls all involuntary functions of the body.